The Village Girl: Overcoming Stigma and Discrimination Against Children Living with HIV. Written by Visher Rita Crocha, illustrated by Nikato Zakeho. Read by Hitiletep, Class 2. On the day Linda was diagnosed with HIV, she was well counseled and she returned back to her village with the assurance that everything would be okay. Despite her status, her parents loved her the same, and this gave her a reason to go on. She was the only daughter in the family, and they were not going to give up on her easily. The love of her parents magically transformed her very way of thinking, even when there were times she felt low and saw her world crashing down on some occasions. "I will get better," became her only resolve. She promised herself that even if people looked down on her, she would not give in. But the real test was yet to begin. On a winter afternoon, she decided to go and fetch water from a community pond half a kilometer away from home. Water was a problem the community faced every dry season. She was really excited to get out of the house after a long time, but she was least prepared for what awaited her at the community pond, which was often surrounded by water containers and people standing in queue to get them filled. The moment she arrived, everybody started to flee from the scene, leaving behind their containers. While they were trying to get away, a woman approached and put her arms around Linda, surprising everybody. "Why are you all running away from her? Instead, we should all love and support her. HIV does not spread like this. I think you are all behaving like this because of your ignorance. If only you had attended the seminar on HIV awareness that was conducted recently in our village. You all refused to come. Listen, HIV can only spread through 4 main routes: through unprotected sex with an HIV-infected person, from HIV-infected blood and blood products, from sharing HIV-infected needles and syringes, and from an HIV-infected mother to her child. Besides these 4 main routes of HIV transmission, HIV cannot be spread by any other social contact. Moreover, if you continue to discriminate her, you can be penalized under the HIV and AIDS Prevention and Control Act 2017. You can be put to jail for a term not less than 3 months that can be extended up to 2 years. And also be fined up to 1 lakh rupees. People with HIV can still live a normal life, get normal jobs, and shine their best wherever they are placed. The crowd fell silent. They had learned their lesson, and instead of running away further, they came back to stand near their containers. Linda had come last, but she was given the privilege to get her container filled. She was very grateful to the woman who intervened and changed the entire scenario. The woman was an angel in disguise, she thought to herself, and with her intervention, there began a new zest of living for Linda. She became more hopeful than ever. She renewed her resolve of never ever giving in to what others may say about her status. When she was first tested positive for HIV, she felt like everybody she knew was avoiding her. and it was difficult for her to imagine this day. A day when they would all come back and talk to her like HIV never happened to her. One afternoon, she was also taken by a pleasant surprise when an aunt in the neighborhood turned up at her doorstep, not looking for her mother but asking for her. "Oh, Linda, I am so sorry. I didn't understand what you were going through then." "How could I not, as a mother? We were all scared. We thought we'd get it from you. If we came close to you or talked to you, we were such ignorant fools. My children and I were discussing over dinner last night how you must have felt with everybody running away from you. We are so sorry." Linda didn't know what to say. She was overwhelmed with kindness pouring in from all corners. Most of all, she was so happy that people are now aware. It made her feel good that people around her now understood how important it is to change their attitude towards people living with HIV.